Far away, where the colors of the rainbow mingled and the fragrance of flowers wafted in the air, there was a very beautiful country called Navalok. The queen of this country, Padmini, was known for her matchless beauty. Her praise spread across far-off kingdoms. Poets wrote songs on her beauty, and painters captured her images on canvas. Padmini's complexion was like a touch of moonlight. Her eyes were as deep as a lake, and her smile was as captivating as the first ray of dawn. Angel's beauty was on everyone's lips, but no one had won her heart yet. When she came of marriageable age, a grand Swayamvara was organized in Navalok. Princes, kings, and warriors from far and wide came to display their wealth, strength, and valor. The atmosphere of the Swayamvara was festive, but there was a slight sadness on Queen Padmini's face, as if she was searching for something that she was not able to find even in all this glitz. On the outskirts of Navalok, where the high walls of the palace ended, lived a simple laborer named Amar. Amar worked in the fields all day long, his body covered with mud and sweat, but there was a special sparkle in his eyes. One day, while he was returning from his work, his eyes fell on the roof of the palace where Angel was strolling. At that moment, Amar felt as if time had stopped. He saw the queen and fell in love with her at first sight. He knew that he was a poor laborer and it was impossible to reach the queen, but his love was so deep that he did not give up. During the Swayamvara, Amar would come to the palace every day and watch the queen from a distance. He would see how the great kings and princes were displaying their diamonds and jewels and huge armies, but the queen did not show any special expression on her face. Amar thought all of them have wealth, power, but the queen probably needs something more. And then a unique trick came to Amar's mind. On the last day of the Swayamvara, when the most powerful kings were displaying their prowess, Amar reached the main gate of the palace. He was in his dirty clothes, had no weapons in his hands, and neither did he have any precious gifts. When the security personnel stopped him, he said politely, "I want to tell the queen something." Seeing him, all the courtiers and princes started laughing. What can a poor laborer say to the queen? But Amar did not lose patience. When he was brought in front of a queen, he did not talk like a king or maharaja, nor did he recite any poem. He looked into the queen's eyes and said very simply, "O queen, I have seen that everyone wants to impress you with their wealth, strength, and achievements. I am a poor laborer. I have none of these. But I want to assure you that if I become your husband, I will never promise to bring you the moon and stars, because they already cannot match your beauty. I will be able to give you only as much happiness as you give me, and I will share your every sorrow as much as you will let me share it." There was silence in the Swayamvar after listening to Amar. There was no pretense in his words, no flattery, only truth and honesty. Queen Padmini, who was bored with all the proposals till now, felt a strange sparkle in Amar's eyes and a strange comfort in his voice. She looked around her. On one side were great warriors, and on the other side was this simple laborer whose words were full of love and respect. For the first time, a smile bloomed on Queen Angel's face, which came from her heart. She slowly extended the garland in her hand towards Amar and chose his simplicity, his truthfulness, and his selfless love. All the courtiers, kings, and princes were stunned. But Queen Angel knew that she had chosen not just a laborer, but a true heart. A new history was created in Navalok that day. A poor laborer won the queen's heart with his unique trick, his truthfulness and simplicity. And since then, people in Navalok say that true love does not need wealth and show. It shines the most in simplicity.